If you are located inside the worship space, in the interior location, again, whether that's at the library or that's at Christ Church or that's at a school, the role is still the same. It'll just look a little bit different depending on which venue we're in at that time. But essentially, you will stand at the head of the aisle. We typically rope off a portion of the seating so that people can't come in and immediately take a back row seat if there's still a lot of seating. So you will stand at the head of that row so that people have to pass you as they come down into the aisle. And you'll greet them warmly and intentionally. And I like to say also, you'll greet them warmly within 10 seconds and 10 feet. So don't wait until someone is about to pass you and then you say, oh, hello. No, we want to proactively. So make that eye contact. Reach out to give them a bulletin. We're all about being proactive and engaging people and welcoming them with the wide welcome of God. And so you will intentionally greet them. You'll give them their bulletin. This is the only place that we'll have bulletins, is in the interior of the auditorium. So you will pass them their bulletin. And then, if possible, you can ask people to move to the front and to the middle. That's actually really helpful if you're able to have that little catchphrase. If you can just move forward, that'd be wonderful. We're so glad you're here. Is a way that you can say that. So then the next step of the morning is that once one of the pastors comes up to do the congregational prayer, which is generally after the first worship song, you will, and anyone else who is serving in the aisles, will transition to the back of the auditorium, and you will close the door and then stand on the outside of the door. So the reasoning behind this is so that the noise from the outside doesn't come in to the auditorium once we've started. And then we want you on the outside of the door so that you're there as people who are continuing to come in late, as we know they will, are still able to be warmly greeted, are able to be given a bulletin, and you're able to tell them that you're just so glad that they're here, and so welcome. So you will remain at the outside of the doors until after the scripture reading. And so then once you hear the pastor begin to preach for the day, you are free to go back and sit down. Now, if you are receiving the offering, at the intro to the offering, you will come forward with the baskets. This is at the end of the service. Generally, the offering is received during the last song or the next to last song of the service. And so you'll come forward and you will pass your baskets. And just remember to take your time. Remember to pray for people as they pass the basket. Usually I actually love to pray, Lord, would you bless every hand that touches this basket? You could also pray, Lord, would you bless every person with generous hearts today? And so after you receive the offering and you're in the back, you will pass the basket to the lead greeter that day, who will take the baskets and who will go to count them with whoever they have pulled aside to do that. And then at that time, your official duties as greeter are done.